Add convenience to your home and save time with these Amazon kitchen finds that are gonna make your life easier. It is no secret that I do not enjoy cooking, so give me any tool or gadget that simplifies the process. And these today are my favorites from Amazon that I just think make life easier in the kitchen. You may remember that I have done a post in the past of Amazon favorite kitchen gadgets. Most of these on this list are not on that one though, maybe one or two, but otherwise everything on this list is new. So when we are done here, be sure to check out that video, and everything I've shared today is gonna be linked in the description below. Let's get to it. This first one can actually technically be used in the bathroom and around the home too, but it is my favorite way to make life easier to clean in the kitchen, maybe those burnt stuck on messes in the stove, oven, or just cleaning your kitchen sink. That is a little handheld electric scrubber, but wait, this one is amazing because it has an attachment to fit your Scrub Daddy sponges or your Scrub Mommies. Scrub Mommies are half Scrub Daddy, half regular sponge. Either way, they are my favorite. They don't scratch, they work really well. But typically before this, I was scrubbing by hand, maybe the stove or the oven or my nightly or weekly kitchen sink cleans. But now I can put this on the end, use a little baking soda and dish soap and let it do the work for me and save me some elbow grease. And it does come with other attachments as well. Like I said, those work great in the bathroom too. So very multi-use, but if you get stuck on burnt messes or big messes in the kitchen, you're definitely gonna want this to make life easier. Number two, I've definitely shared before, but that's because I will share it every time we are talking kitchen must-haves, and that is a pan scraper. This is literally like $6 for a pack of 3 or 4, and they have so many uses. Now, I use it every single day to clean our pans because every morning I make eggs, and every morning I burn eggs, or they stick to the pan and they require soaking and then just an easy scrape with this. So it truly makes it so simple, but like I said, they have more uses. I've scraped off burnt stuck on messes from the stove, the oven, inside the fridge, you know, when you open it and you move food around and you're like, oh, there's a mess that's stuck on there. What is that? This helps scrape it off. But then these are also really good for scraping batter out of bowls, maybe getting dirt out of grooves of things, like truly so many uses, and it's so affordable. Number 3 really makes life easier if you are packing or meal prepping in sandwich bags. So this is a little gadget that you can hook sandwich bags into and it'll adjust. It'll go taller for larger bags or it can stay short, but it makes it basically hands-free, or you can only use one hand to fill the bags with sandwiches or chips, fruit, veggies, whatever you'd like, but this way it keeps the bag open so you can fill it up and then it stores flat when you are finished. Number 4 makes life easier if you are taking food to go and you have a lid that goes on top of something and maybe doesn't seal shut and you're worried that it's gonna fall off in the car and things are gonna spill. These are lid latches. They come in a pack of 2 and they just stretch over. There's different holes to fit different size dishware, but they just stretch over the handle, secure everything in place so that thing can slosh all around in the car and nothing's gonna spill. Number 5, I've also talked about before. It is the best can opener, and it's also semi-hands-free, so no more having to use the old school style where you're cranking it by hand. This one you just put on top of the can, push a button, it'll spin around. When it gets back to its starting point, push the button again, lift it up. The lid is not gonna have any sharp edges, which is the best part, but then also, if you don't use the entire contents of the can, the lid can fit back on and somewhat seal it shut so that you can store that in the fridge to use later. Now, I don't like to cook, but I do like to bake. However, I tend to make a mess when I'm using my KitchenAid mixer, because you know how some recipes will have you add in some ingredients as it's mixing, and I swear it creates the flour cloud or they spill out the side. Well, this is a pour chute that you attach onto the bowl and then you dump the ingredients on it and they just gently slide right into the bowl, creating less mess. It is so genius. Number 7 is such a smart upgrade to the trivet. This is a magnetic trivet that sticks to the bottom of any metal, pot or pan, and it has different levels of magnets and different rings, so it'll fit different size pots and pans or dishes. This is so smart because how often, if you are maybe having a family dinner or something, you're passing a hot plate, you gotta pass the trivet with it. This way the trivet just stays connected to the bottom so it can easily move around. And if you're taking something maybe from the stove, it can go right to the trivet and then you just move it onto the table. Trivet is already there, ready to go. Number 8 is a food scale that counts macros and has nutrition facts on it. This is so genius for any time you're trying to keep track of your numbers like that and you maybe have just a random piece of food like a piece of chicken or a burger or something and it doesn't have packaging to give you the nutritional information. This way you can put it on the scale, input some information, and it will deliver to you the macros, the nutritional information, all all the things that you need. This is so smart and great if you are trying to have better eating habits. Number 9 are the best oven mitts ever. Ditch the old school cloth ones that you end up having to wash if they get dirty. It just adds to the laundry pile. With these, they're silicone, so if they get food on them and they get dirty, they just rinse clean. Seriously, I've had mine for years. They look brand new. The inside is a soft lining. They come in different colors. Truly a game changer. I never looked back. I do not miss the cloth style at all. These are so much better. Number 10 is perfect if you like to make your own dressings. It is this dressing bottle that you add in whatever ingredients you want, and then when it comes time to pour the dressing out, you just twist it and it will stir the inside, just stir up the ingredients, because we know sometimes if you mix certain ones, they settle. This way, it just quickly stirs it, and then you can pour it and use it. A great way to make your own healthy dressings at home. Number 11 is one that I feel like every home should have, and this is a vacuum food sealer. Now, I held off on getting one of these for the longest time because I thought they were confusing or hard to figure out. Not at all. This is so user-friendly, and I love that it can either vacuum seal or just seal. So maybe you have like an open bag of chips that you just want to close up, you could do that. So simple. It'll come with bags, and then when they run out, I just use standard, food saver bags that I find on Amazon. But the nice thing is it really helps cut down on waste. If you have food that you know you're not going to get through, you could, vacuum seal it, freeze it, and maybe you're at the store, you find a really good deal on chicken or meat or something, and you know you're not going to go through it in the time, before it goes bad. You can get the discounted price, come home, vacuum seal it, and have it later. Number 12, I've maybe also shared before, but this is a clip-on strainer that you can easily just clip onto the side of pots and pans whenever you're maybe making vegetables or something, and then you can just strain it with one hand versus having to sit the colander down, pour the item in it. Now you're really dirtying 2 big dishes. This is a silicone that's easy to clean. You can even pop it in the dishwasher. They come in different colors, and then they're so easy to store too because they just basically fold right up. So a good little take on a food strainer. Number 13 makes my life so much easier when it comes time to clean dirty oven racks. I definitely have shared these before because they are a game changer. Prior to this kit, what I would have to do is put towels in the bathtub, put the racks in there, toss in a dishwasher pod, let it soak overnight, and then scrub the next day to get them clean. It was such a process. Honestly, half the time I just left them dirty. This kit by Carbona has everything you need, and it is so good. So you just put the racks inside of the bags, toss in the cleaner that it comes with, let it soak overnight. The next day, just rinse. The dirt is going to melt right off, and they look brand new again. It could not be easier. Number 14 is this 2-in-1 hand mixer and immersion blender by Ninja. So one day my KitchenAid blender that I had for years broke, and I was going to get a new one, and then I was like, wait, why am I gonna do that? This immersion blender works so well. I mean, it obliterates through large chunks of ice or like big pieces of fruit if I'm making a smoothie. It's so good, but then best yet, it's less to have to store, and it's so easy to clean. You just pop the little, immersion blender attachment off, rinse it, call it good. It even comes with a canister to mix your ingredients in, so then maybe, you have to clean that too, and then that's it. Better than having to clean a big old blender, and then it also has the attachment for the hand mixer with beaters too. So genius, I love this one. And lastly, number 15, the best kitchen towels. I talk about these all the time. Bloom towels. There's so much to love about these. First of all, they're always the cutest patterns, and they're double-sided, so it's almost like you get 2 for 1. They have holiday patterns or just everyday ones. They have washcloths. They're really a great gift idea as well. So they are a tight weave microfiber, and they're oversized. So the tight weave microfiber makes them super absorbent. They can hold 7 times their weight in water, which makes them really great for drying dishes or cleaning up spills. And then because they're oversized, it's really nice if you're trying to dry large dishes. They cover more surface area than traditional kitchen towels. So they're the best. Great gift idea, and you can even use my code Jill15 for a discount. I will link them in the description. All right, and that does it. Just 15 of my favorite Amazon kitchen finds that I think make life easier in this space, whether you like being in this space or not. Check the description below for all of the links, and then there's even more in my Amazon storefront that'll also be in the description below. Hit the thumbs up button if this was helpful, and subscribe for even more useful finds for the home.